Dan, thanks for joining us today.
Sure.
Well, we're going to dive right into it. Dan just testified before the Senate Aging Committee on repealing what's called the Social Security Retirement Earnings Test. And under current law, if I have this right, if you retire early and claim benefits before your full retirement age and you work, you may have some of your benefits withheld from you until a later time. And Senator Rick Scott has some legislation to repeal that. What are our concerns about doing that?
Well, if this law is repealed, the retirement earnings test, it's really going to decide on the individual and a lot of things about their finances, about their longevity, about their health. But one of the downsides we're concerned about is that while workers might get a higher benefit initially than they otherwise would have, over the long term, they're going to have lower benefits. And that's going to affect not only themselves, but also their survivors.
Because if you claim Social Security early, your lifetime benefit is reduced.
Exactly, that's right.
And what you're saying is repealing the retirement earnings test might put a little more money in your pocket now.
Right.
But maybe not later.
But not later, yeah. And I think that sometimes what workers don't realize is that not only does it affect them, but it might affect their survivors later on down the road. And there's nothing the survivors can do about that to mitigate that.
That's a great point,
Yeah.
which is another reminder that it isn't just about the individual retiree. It
Right.
could be about their family as well. But Dan, even if seniors want to keep working past 62, past 63, past 65, where are all these jobs supposed to come from? And isn't age discrimination in the workplace still a factor?
Well, that's what I testified yesterday. I was asked by the members of the committee, well, what is the biggest handicap to enabling older people to work? And I said it's age discrimination. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. I think that's the one thing that we hear that people run into the most. It's not the earnings test, it's age discrimination. And so there's obviously a number of bills out there. Senator Gillibrand has one, Tammy Baldwin and Chuck Grassley have another one, and we're supportive of those, but it's a real big problem that continues to keep people from working if they want to.
And there were some other witnesses who had some sort of creative ideas about how to boost employment among seniors, so we'll see how realistic those may or may not be.
Right.
Now, there was a key moment in this hearing where Senator Elizabeth Warren, who is, fair to say, a big champion of Social Security, asked you how we would like to address the projected shortfall in the Social Security trust funds that is estimated to happen in the early 2030s. And what did you tell her?
I said that the wealthy should pay their fair share. And by that I meant that they should pay their fair share of Social Security payroll taxes. Because today, you pay Social Security payroll taxes on your first $184,500 worth of income, but after that you pay nothing, and we think it just only makes sense for that cap to be lifted, and that could go a long way to not only extending solvency, but improving benefits that are sorely needed in Social Security.
And our Facebook community loves to say, scrap the cap, scrap
That's
the
right,
cap.
scrap the cap.
Yeah, because as we well know, Elon Musk and Bezos and the other billionaires stopped paying into Social Security
On New Year's Day.
on New Year's Day,
Yeah.
January 1, while the rest of us keep paying in the rest of the year. I want to ask you super quick about another hearing that happened this week in the Senate Budget Committee, where there was discussion of Social Security, and Republicans seem to be pushing their ideas really hard, and their ideas all seem to involve privatizing Social Security, means testing Social Security, or raising the retirement age to 69 or 70. Are you concerned that their ideas are getting traction right now?
Well, I mean, they are in the majority, but luckily it takes 60 votes in the Senate in order to pass something regarding Social Security. They don't have those votes right now. So, because they have a bigger megaphone, you're hearing a lot more about them, but there's still organizations like ours and the people that and other aligned organizations we work with and other members of Congress, like Elizabeth Warren or Senator Gillibrand, who are totally against making those cuts. And they realize that it's exactly the wrong policy to take when, because of income inequality, because of stagnant wages, cutting Social Security benefits would be a big mistake. What we really need to be doing is improving benefits.
And so would privatizing the program,
Right.
and gambling our money on Wall Street.
That's right.
Okay, Dan, thanks for joining us. And we're really proud that you testified
Oh, thank you.
yesterday, and great job.
Thank you.
All right, thank you all too.